As the holiday season approaches, people are getting ready to celebrate with their friends and families, and for many, that may also include the arrival of gifting of a new pet. But there's a lot to consider when adding a pet to the family. Here to give us more insight before adding a four-legged family member to our family this holiday season is veterinarian and social media influencer to millions. We have Dr. Hunter Finn along with Brian Jorgensen, who is the head of MetLife Pet Insurance. Welcome to the both of you. And I wanted to start off by talking about gifting a pet. It sounds so cute and cuddly and fuzzy, but let's be real. What should people think about before gifting a pet to a loved one?
Absolutely. So, pet ownership is an amazing gift, but it is also a huge responsibility. And things to consider include your housing situation, your work schedule, are there other pets or small children in the household? It is not a decision to be made lightly. And interestingly enough, a recent survey by One Poll for MetLife Pet Insurance found that more than a third of pet parents have gifted a pet to a friend or family member, and 38% of respondents with children have given their child a pet as a holiday gift. So lots of new pets and new homes. But I just want to reiterate how important it is that the gift giver and receiver make sure that they're ready to take on the responsibilities of pet ownership, both from a lifestyle and financial perspective.
Yeah, I like that you mentioned it's not something to take lightly. And let's factor in that some people might want to get a little tiny puppy or kitten, so they're just so young. What precautions should be considered here when choosing to get a puppy or a kitten?
Yeah, so again, you really just want to make sure that you know what goes into a puppy or kitten. So they've got small bladders, they need to be let out frequently, they're more than likely not going to be potty trained, they may have intestinal parasites. I mean, the list just goes on and on.
Yeah, and you mentioned you were showing some of the statistics about parents caving and getting their kids a pet. And I get it, kids kind of want to consistently beg for a pet, but what can parents do to make sure that their kids really understand what it means to have a pet?
So there's so many resources online. I make a lot of social media tips just for this thing, but there's a lot of really good resources, and just we need to introduce them to it is a really big responsibility, and it's not something to be taken lightly because this puppy or this kitten, they're going to spend their entire life with you, and we want to make sure that it's a really good one.
And Brian, we have to admit, pets can get expensive. What should people consider about the financial cost when it comes to pets?
That's a really great question. Yeah. In spite of these tough economic times that we're living in, and in spite of all the financial stressors associated with the holidays, MetLife Pet Insurance research has found that about 46% of pet owners out there still haven't utilized any kind of financial resource like pet insurance to alleviate the costs of pet ownership. So, in case something does happen, pet parents should be able to anticipate the unexpected. And if pet insurance is there, they can depend on it to keep costs down, and they can focus on their pet rather than their pocketbook. And MetLife also has features such as our under one roof feature that allows multiple pets in a household to actually be covered under a single policy. So features like that are worthwhile for folks to consider when they're out there researching the different options among pet insurance companies.